Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. It is my pleasure to be coming to you after the Saints practice today. It was the last practice that the Saints have open to the public for the time being. The Saints do travel tomorrow, Wednesday. They're going out to California to do some joint practices with the Chargers, as well as play Sunday's first preseason game of the 2025 season against the LA Chargers. And I'm going to be here watching and looking and observing to see what is going to happen and will we be victorious. Now, winning the game, not really important to me. I don't really care about preseason as far as winning the games. Just get in and out of the huddle. Don't make no silly penalties. Let me see your situational football. What's the down and distance? How we doing? Getting the play calls in. Tyler Shuck. Don't make no crazy mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Don't just throw the ball to the other team. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do to secure your spot. But before we get into the specifics of today with practice, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hey, we're pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. With the help of you, I can get there. I'm trying to get there by the end of football season this year. Continue to grow the channel. Become a part of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Squad, man. Hit the notification bell, too, so you know when I post these videos. Now, let's get into what I observed. What I observed today at practice. Practice today was really laid back. It was the least intense training camp practice that I've been to. And I went to the first one on the first day, and they had no pads on, and it was more intense than what I seen today. But we have a reason for that. The Saints practiced Sunday with a scrimmage and went 126 plays. That is 2 games. You might see 60 plays, 55 plays, depending on if you're going 3 and out a whole game. You won't see 126 plays ran in one game. That's 2 whole games. The Saints practiced their ass off on Sunday, and I know it was hot. So they had the day off yesterday. Rest, recovery, relaxation. And today they came out kind of on the chill side. Let's look, hold up now. Let's just be about our business today. And we're going to turn up when we get to California. Because like I say, the Saints are leaving tomorrow. But I'm going to read off some of the quick hits that we have from today's practice. As we officially enter game week, Tuesday practice was a bit shorter, coming off the 126 play scrimmage Sunday, but still repetitions were maximized as they have been all camp long. Kellen Moore mentioned post-practice that Devin Neal has a hamstring issue and will miss a couple weeks. So that means that the running back position, is open. It's more open now. Kellen Moore also did mention, don't look for Alvin Kamara to be playing in the preseason game Sunday. He say he's good. He does not need to see Alvin. And I agree 120,000%. We do not need to see Alvin Kamara. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't need to see Alvin Kamara none this preseason. Now, you may get him a couple reps in the second game or whatever, but make it a series. Other than that, man, I see you with the first regular season game against Arizona. He also mentioned that Moochie Dixon is out with a shoulder injury. I never heard of him. Juwan Johnson didn't practice either. And he went on to talk about the punter situation. It says, kicker Charlie Smith continued his uphill battle against Blake Grupe. Blake Grupe is the kicker. Charlie, you've tried, I think 2 or 3 times to get maybe 2 times you've been in camp. You tried to get this position from Blake. Man, you might as well go ahead and go somewhere else, dog, because Blake got that, bro. You might as well go try to be kicking somewhere else. That's Blake's job. Matthew Hayball had a punt for 40 yards. James Burnip had a punt for 47 yards, and the newly acquired punter Kai Kroger ended the day with a 50-yarder, which was also against the wind. They said every punter did very well on the down ball drill near the end of practice. So here's the thing about punters. Yes, it's not sexy. Nobody really likes to talk about them. And you don't really need the punter until you need him. It's a very important position. So whoever wins that job, just make sure you do it well. As far as the final 11 on 11 period, it says right here, the final 11 on 11, the team split up the work on both fields. Tyler Shuck running with the first team near the Saints facility on the south field, while Spencer Rattler ran the twos nearest airline drive on the north field, making yet another sellout crowd very happy, considering most of the practice was run on the south field away from them. Despite Rattler's running with the twos in the final period, he still ran a bunch of reps with the ones on Tuesday. The jerseys were switched back to the first week of camp with the offense wearing white and the defense wearing black. Speaking of that, with Spencer Rattler, today Spencer Rattler ran with the ones for the majority of practice. This is the first time this training camp that he has run with the ones consecutive practices. So that lets you know, more than likely Spencer is going to be our starting quarterback for the preseason game against the Chargers if Kellen decides to play him, and more than likely against the Arizona Cardinals for the first regular season game. Now, Kellen did say in his press conference today they have made no decisions on who's going to start the preseason game, and they have made no decisions on who is the quarterback for the regular season. That is still up in the air. It's, in my opinion, that thing is between Spencer and Tyler. Shout out to Jake Haener for putting his best foot forward, but I mean, it is what it is at this point, and there's no shame in losing that job, because honestly, you gotta know the writings on the wall. Jake was probably only competing to be the second quarterback. He was probably never competing to be number one, but hey, shout out to Jake for bringing it in camp. As far as what we're expecting to see on Sunday, like I said, I don't expect to see much. I expect the Saints to be very vanilla, because like I said, they have joint practices with the Chargers, as well as they have to play that preseason game. But, it's going to be very, very, very plain. Nobody really runs their real stuff in preseason. Plus, this is just to get reps. This is just to get real game time reps for the Chargers as well as the Saints. Hopefully nobody gets injured in these meaningless ass games. Praying for that, because the last thing you want is a player to be injured for a preseason game. That is the worst that can happen. Getting injured in practice is even worse, but getting injured in a preseason game is absolutely terrible. As far as anything else, I got some video that I'm rolling right here of the quarterbacks throwing the ball into the net, practicing accuracy and whatnot. We had some highlights that also happened that you should have seen that I've rolled for you. But like I say, today's practice was kind of laid back, kind of, on the chill side to a certain extent. The Saints were still out there, hitting and falling on the ground and whatnot, but it wasn't as intense as what I seen when I was there last week, and damn sure wasn't as intense as Sunday. They put on a 126 play scrimmage, and the fans were there. So I didn't attend on Sunday, but the fans were there, so they really got a sight to see. As far as after practice, shout out to the Saints players that stayed and signed autographs in the drizzling rain, because it was a little cloudy today. It was not as hot, thank the Lord. And the Saints players, it started to drizzle, but they still signed autographs. I got me a couple. Yeah, your boy had to get a couple. Your boy had to get a couple. I had to get a couple. I was out there knocking over children and all kind of stuff. Let me chill out. I wasn't doing that. But I did get a couple. So I'm going to share with you who I got. I got Tyler Shuck again. Right here in the middle is going to be Tyler Shuck. I got Bub Means, 16. We got Rashid Shaheed, number 22. We got Cedric Wilson Jr. And then we got Dante Pettis up here. And the most important one on this towel is my high school classmate from John F. Kennedy Senior High School in New Orleans, Mr. Greg Fassett, who was on the Saints Super Bowl team. And you can see he signed it for me, Super Bowl 44. So this is probably the most important one that I got because I did not expect to see Greg at practice today. He was walking on the field. You know, I guess that's just one of the perks of being a former New Orleans Saint player. And I spotted him and I said, hey, man, I need you. Please grab one of them Sharpies and sign this towel for me. I had never gotten Greg's signature autograph, but I got it now. And that probably means the most to me. Greg, like I say, we went to high school together. We played in the band together. This is how talented Greg is. Greg played F-horn, mellophone, in the band. He did not play football his 9th grade year. He started playing football for Kennedy his 10th grade year and was immediately the starting cornerback. He played his sophomore, junior, senior year, then went on to play at Grambling State University. And y'all know me, I am big Jaguar, Southern University to the bone. I don't play about Southern at all. But whenever Greg was on Grambling's team, he was playing the Bayou Classic, I was hoping and I was cheering for him. I did not want Grambling to win. Don't hear me out. I did not want Grambling to win. I just did not want anybody to catch a pass on Greg. Greg, get all the breakups you can get. But please, Lord, don't let him win the game. But that's just being me, being big Jaguar. But so Greg caught on with the Saints. Got on with the Saints, Super Bowl, got him a ring. And hey, I got his autograph now. And that thing is going in a glass case, period. But this has been a great episode. This is all I got for you today. Like I say, Saints practice today, real relaxed. They traveling to Los Angeles tomorrow. I can't wait to see what this team looks like on Sunday. And I'll be with you right after the game to share my synopsis and my opinion with you, the Goon Squad. But you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share with me today, and I appreciate you for that. Until next time, peace.